Hey there, welcome to the Millennial Book Junkie. My name is Monique, and over Christmas, all I wanted was books. So anytime anyone asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I was like, books. What else? What else fills my heart with joy but books? Books, books, books. So a few people took that to heart, and I got some books for Christmas, so I really wanted to share with you the ones that I got. So the first two books that I'll share with you were actually a Christmas surprise because I went to my aunt's house for Christmas Eve, and about 70% of the way through the night, she comes to me with 2 bags of Trader Joe's books, and she says, "Hey Monique, here's some books to pick from." And I'm like, what? How could you wait this long to give me these books? It was great. So apparently her neighbor was giving away some books, so she gave them to me to go through, and I found 2 gems that I have to share with you. The first is a hardback of Dean Koontz's Mr. Murder. I used to be a huge Dean Koontz fan. I want to say Dean Koontz was like the author that I really got into after like V.C. Andrews, which was like what I read in high school, and then I just really went hard on Dean Koontz. I have like 80 of his paperbacks. And so this one I read from the library a really long time ago, and now I have the hardback. So I'm really excited. I don't even remember what this book is about. I just read it so long ago, but I remember loving it, and apparently, let's see, I'll read you the book flap so you know what it's about. Because he has a happy marriage, 2 adorable small daughters, and a successful career, mystery writer Marty Stillwater counts himself a lucky man. But all this is shattered when a stranger breaks into his house one rainy afternoon to announce, "You stole my wife, my life, and my children, and I want them back." Claiming to be the real Martin Stillwater, the madman wages a relentless and terrifying campaign to eliminate Marty and recapture the family and life he believes to be his. Now, when I say Marty, do you think of anyone else than Marty Byrde from the Ozarks? I do not. Marty Byrde is just a name that I will never forget. So now every time I hear Marty, I think of Jason Bateman. So this one I read a long time ago. I probably will reread. I don't have any big hardbacks like this for Dean Koontz. I only have his paperbacks. So the fact that this exists in my hand right now is making me very, very happy. So Mr. Murder by Dean Koontz is one of the books that I got for free on Christmas. Well, let's be honest, they're all for free because they were gifts, but this one was an unexpected gift I was so excited to receive. The next book is another Dean Koontz, except this one I have not read. It's called The Silent Corner. This one, I didn't care what book it was by Dean Koontz, just the fact that it was a big hardback by Dean Koontz, I had to have it. So of all the books in those 2 bags, I grabbed this one and Mr. Murder because these 2 were the only ones that were kind of like up my alley. The other ones were just like kind of romance. This one basically opens with the quote, "I very much need to be dead." So there you go. That draws you in. "These are the chilling words left behind by a man who had everything to live for but took his own life. In the aftermath, his widow, Jane Hawk, does what all her grief, fear, and fury demand: find the truth no matter what. People of talent and accomplishment, people admired and happy and of sound mind, have been committing suicide in surprising numbers. When Jane seeks to learn why, she becomes the most wanted fugitive in America. Her powerful enemies are protecting a secret so important, so terrifying, they will exterminate anyone in their way." Sounds really good. I'm gonna have to read it. Really excited to add this one to my shelf. So these next few books were books that all came from my mom, except for one. My cousin bought me this one, my very first Lisa Jewell, Then She Was Gone. I have not read any Lisa Jewell, and I'm really excited to read this one. I've seen Lisa Jewell books all over the place. This one looks really good. No One Ever Just Disappears. Ellie Mack was the perfect daughter, and then she was gone. 10 years after Ellie's disappearance, her mother, Laurel Mack, is trying to put her life back together when she meets an unexpectedly charming man in a cafe. Before she knows it, she's meeting Floyd's daughters, and his youngest, Poppy, takes Laurel's breath away. And now, because the eerily precocious Poppy is the spitting image of Ellie, her daughter. So that's interesting. Now that there's these unanswered questions that she's tried so hard to put to rest, where did Ellie go? Did she run away? Apparently it's a haunting page turner of sheer perfection. And I'm really, really excited to read this one. So I'll be reading this in 2025. Lisa Jewell is also coming out with a new book in 2025 called Don't Let Him In. So be excited about that. And I just posted a video on all the good books coming out in 2025. So I'll link to that above and down below so you can watch that one as well, because there's a lot of good ones coming out in 2025. Okay, so my mom got me 4 books for Christmas because she knows me. And this first one was called That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. This one, actually, I kind of remember off the top of my head. It's about a girl who I think wakes up somewhere and she doesn't remember who she is. And they all keep calling, the people that find her are like, oh yeah, you're so-and-so. And she's like, no, that's not my name. So this one seems to be really good. She has no memory of who she is. But this guy comes up to her and is like, your name's Mary. And she's like, that's not my name. And so, yeah, then she has to figure out who the heck she is. So I think I heard about this probably on Bookstagram. That's where I get most of my book recs. So I added it to my wish list and my mama got it for me. So I'm excited to read this one. This next one I bought just because of the title, or I put it on my wish list and my mom bought it for me. It was called The Exorcist's House by Nick Roberts. The Exorcist was the very first movie that I watched, a scary movie, as a little kid. I probably saw it when I was 5 or 6. And this just reminded me of that movie because of the cover. I think this is a series. I think this is like book 1. But basically, let's see what it's about. In the summer of '94, psychologist Daniel Hill buys a rustic farmhouse nestled in West Virginia. Along with his wife and teenage daughter, the family uproots their lives in Ohio and moves south. They are initially seduced by the natural beauty of the country setting, but that soon changes when they discover a hidden room in the basement with a well, boarded shut and adorned with crucifixes. Oh my God. Local legends about the previous owner being an exorcist come to light. Wait, what? Local legends about the previous owner. Okay, I guess there's local legends about the previous owner being an exorcist. But by then, all hell has broken loose. So this one seems really good. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'll probably have to read it in the daytime. I'm kind of a scaredy cat, even though I love all things scary. Big time scaredy cat. The next book that I got for Christmas is Jennifer McMahon's The Invited. Have you read Jennifer McMahon? I'm excited. This is another one that I got that I saw on Instagram and I had to add to my wish list on Amazon. And I actually read The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon and I loved that book. That one was so good. And I also went to a used bookstore in Riverside and I bought another book of hers. So this will be my 3rd book of hers, but I've only read 1. So I'm excited. This one is apparently a chilling ghost story. In a quest for a simpler life, Helen and Nate have abandoned the comforts of suburbia to take up residence on 44 acres of rural land where they will begin the ultimate do-it-yourself project, building the house of their dreams. When they discover that this beautiful property has a dark and violent past, Helen, a former history teacher, becomes consumed by the local legend of Hattie Breckenridge, a woman who lived and died there a century ago. With her passion for artifacts, Helen finds special materials to incorporate into the house, objects that draw her deeper into the story of Hattie and her descendants, 3 generations of Breckenridge women, each of whom died suspiciously. And as she begins to build the house, it's now haunted, and it beckons its owners and their neighbors toward unimaginable danger. I love a good haunted house story, so I'm really excited about this one. And the final book that I got for Christmas is The Girl in Cabin 13 by A.J. Rivers. This one is another one that caught my eye, mostly because the cover makes me think of scary Christmas. I love Christmas and I love things that are scary, so it kind of combines my 2 favorite things. And so this one is about, let's see, when Emma finds a dead body on her porch with her name written on the dead man's hand, she uncovers a sinister clue to the mystery that has haunted her since childhood. She's an FBI agent and she's sent undercover to the small, sleepy town of Feathered Nest to uncover the truth behind some disappearances that have left the town terrified. To Emma, there is nothing that can lay buried forever, even though her own childhood has been plagued by deaths and disappearances. Her mother's death, her father's disappearance, and her boyfriend's disappearance, the only cases that she has not solved. Her obsession with finding out the truth behind her past was what led her to join the FBI, and now she has to face her biggest case. In Cabin 13, there lies an uneasy feeling, the feeling of her movements being watched, when a knock on her door revealed a body on her porch and her name written on a piece of paper in the dead man's hand. Now we know that the past is haunting her, worlds collide. We're about to see what goes down with this. So I'm really excited about this, mostly because of the cover, but I also love when books open with a mysterious dead body. So I'm really excited about that. So these were the new books that I got for Christmas that I'm really excited to dig into next year. Did you get any books for Christmas? If you did, let me know. Or do you have some books on your wish list that you did not get? Let me know what those are. My wish list on Amazon is a mile long, probably longer. So I'm glad that I was able to make a dent by getting these books for Christmas. Thank you, Mom. So let me know what you got for Christmas if they were books, and even if they weren't. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. And if you've read these books, let me know because I'm curious to start them. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.